Good morning and welcome to the Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey. This morning we're going to visit with the Hip Chick vendor code 57. She is a 30% off vendor off of items not marked firm. I do have a bit of laryngitis from, was it Sunday night that it happened? Yeah, Sunday at like 3 in the morning, something fell on my head when I was sleeping in bed because I have a lot of stuff above my head and I have lots of littles. I love my littles. And something fell on my head. So I'm like, okay, I must have just bumped we have a fireplace mantle for a headboard. I must have bumped it, turned on the light. A Victorian glass egg had fallen on my head and another item. And as the light is on, I see the culprit who caused the item to fall was a bat. So we had a bat fluttering around in the room, flying around. And as always, it's more terrified of me, but no, I screamed like a banshee, screamed myself raw, grabbed a blanket, put it over my head, screaming, bat, bat, at the top of my lungs, and just, and running for my dear life downstairs. And I did not return to that room until Dawn had caught our friend. All right, so for our one friend who collects these, so yeah, I'm a little bit, voiceless. I'm hoping for tonight I'll be okay. I'll have a lot of tea to drink. So you can see the prices on these are 3, 4, 4, and 5. That's firm. He did catch it. It was tiny. He stayed up there and he just kind of waited. At first he thought I was crazy. I didn't see a bat. But this is the 4th time we've had a bat in the house in 20 odd years. So yeah, I did see a bat. And don't forget we're taking 30% off. This is not shippable, but it's very cool. The baby scale. So if you're local, absolutely you can pick that up. 15 becomes $10.50, 40 becomes $28. Not practical for shipping. You will pay fees on that. So Don is just kind of hanging out there, and then all of a sudden, about an hour into it, and I'm falling asleep on the couch downstairs. I'm finally comfortable, and he sees it climbing up the wall. This little tiny guy hanging to the corner, terrified of him, but I still wasn't going back up. And he caught him, released him. He said if it was so small that be 560 on this ladle. He said he was so small that if he knew for sure that he didn't have any, diseases or fleas or anything, he would just scoop them up with his hands. But he has a procedure that he uses to get the bats. So this is nice. It's a pretty little bowl, $19.95, $14. New Jersey, very pretty. I like that. That'd be really cute at any time, but Easter time with some eggs in it, that'd be very cute way to display your Easter eggs. So that was my excitement, and I managed to, like I said, give myself laryngitis on that one. So I'll just be drinking a lot of tea during the live tonight. 21 on that candle holder, 14 on that young lady. And then with the heat, what did we do Monday? Oh yeah, we went to the game vault over in Morristown, which is always fun. That's where they give you the bracelet and you play all the video games for as long as you want. There's none of those molds. I didn't realize this was here. 8, so that'd be $5.60. Okay. Cute pair of little vintage baby shoes for just $5, pink. And then we went over to Windy Brow. So it must have been, was it Monday night? I don't remember what night. Yeah, it was Monday because I wasn't speaking much. Don was thrilled. Donnie, I don't talk as much to the two of them, so can't get a word in edgewise with the two. So yesterday they went out to Knoebels in that heat, and I stayed home. I sat in the heat drinking hot tea, but air conditioning, you don't feel it. $17.50 on that really cool plaque. Nice little old sewing bit here from a mill. $7 for a nice little loom shuttle. That's a really nice one. Just got some great old paint brushes here. And tonight at 5:30 is our weekly Facebook Live. It's going to be a pretty good sized one because I do have my helper here. Don is on vacation this week, so he has a lot of shipping that he's got to do from last week, and I'm sure from whatever we get tonight. So 7 on the mold, just 7 on each of those plates. They will come with those plate holders on them. We do not remove those They stay on there. This is a cute little copper pan for just $5. $10.50 on that. Interesting candle holder with the punched tin. $18 on the little copper sieve. $6.30 on that mold. $5 firm on the. It's newer, but it's a nice little blow mold Halloween candle, Halloween flashlight. Untested. A couple pieces of uranium glass left in this booth. $6.30 a plate. It feels like there's 3 of them, and she does have the pattern on it. Cameo ballerina. That's nice old books. Shelf not shippable. $7 for the welcome block. Another item that won't ship. I mean, stuff will ship, but we don't have the large boxes, and then it ends up costing you more. So nice shelf up there. $6.30 on the little bird cage. $45 on the pewter wall sconce. $7 on the copper mold. So that reminds me, I've got to go pull something for my nephew. Saw something he liked on one of our cover photos the other day. So if you are on social media other than YouTube, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you're following us on there as well. Right below this video, you will see how to get a hold of us. It's better if you email us or direct message us than give us a call, because a lot of times when you call, we're running around doing stuff. I'm the only person running the counter usually. I had that one, $10.50. I had all of the Holly Hobby and her friends. And it's just easier if you can just message me, screenshot or timestamp, and be particular which video you happen to see it, the item in that you need more information on. And this way it also timestamps it. So if I have 3 people asking for the same thing, I've got an order of who might have sent it to me first, be it Instagram and Facebook, because I do monitor both of those. So I will see, and the email, so I will see a time of who reached out when. So, because that does happen. Everybody wants the same thing at the same time. So a minute commit does make a difference. $10.50 on that pretty bowl. It's a pretty teapot for just $7. It's a good deal on that. This usual spot for chips is here, and I'm not feeling any. This is a pretty little glass bowl for just $10.50. Pretty. $10.50 on that. So again, we are visiting with the Hip Chick. She is a 30% off vendor. This shelf is not for sale. If you saw the Instagram, Facebook post of the other day, that sold rather quickly, the shelf that she did have there. So I did finally sell the silver piece that was in here. So it was a bag of, looks like Easter cookie cutters for $5. And then these cardinals are $18, and then 30% off. This goes together. This is the Mark's, I think it's Mark's tin litho train bridge. It's for the O and standard gauge. Fit underneath there. Does not go for a whole lot anymore. This is not shippable, this candelabra, but if you're a local, this is perfect for your patio. It's all nice and weathered already. And then we have some nice, this one doesn't have a price on it, so please don't ask me for that. I think she has it for display. We have this one for $7, and then the other piece of Wedgwood is just $14. And then we're going to slowly come around to here. I should have brought my coffee with me. $10.50. I take a swig of a hot drink and I can actually speak again, so I'm going to be drinking a lot during tonight's show. Just tea and coffee. But what's in it? No, I'm just kidding. I pretty much, after that bat scared the heck out of me, I probably could have used a couple of shots of something to drink. $2 on these little berry wreath vines. So again, we did visit this morning with the Hip Chick. Again, I apologize for my voice. It says it could be about a week before I get it back, is what the normal range is from what I found out. As long as I don't get any more, I can tell you I've not been sleeping well, because I've been sleeping with the light on, because they're not attracted to light, making sure nobody else. I think it got through the air conditioning during the day, before we got at night, because they don't come out during the day usually. There must have been a small, it only needs a dime-sized hole to get in, so if there was any area around the air conditioner, and that would have been it. He came in. And that was it was a bad night of sleep, so I made up for it yesterday morning a little bit and slept in as much as I could. So Again, this is the Hip Chick. Tonight we do have a Facebook Live at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you are not on Facebook because of privacy concerns, you can use, as long as you have a legitimate email, you can create an ID for yourself, and you don't have to put in your real birth date, and set everything to private so you're not getting spammed and scammed, and you're safe that way if that's what you wish to do. And I never reveal to anybody if you come in and are shopping, because you'll be direct messaging me at that point afterwards if I've not shipped to you before, and I will not say your name during the show if you're using an alter ID, because I know that that's why it's done. It's done for privacy, so you can feel safe coming onto our Facebook page if you are looking to stay anonymous. So Don is starting to set up to get the day going. I know this antique sign, everybody always asks me about it, but I know the price isn't where it should be, 21, so I can get the vendor to come down on that a little bit. And she's got a couple of parasols for sale in this booth as well. Not shippable because of the length of the handle. All right, so enjoy the day. It's supposed to be the last day of our heat wave up here in New Jersey until next week when we get a smaller one, not in the 90s, but still pretty warm. Oh, let me just show you these good time napkins for our people who do junk journaling and just like these kind of vintagey things. That's fun to have on your vintage bar, your MCM bar. Right. Thank you and have a wonderful day.